fried chicken, but in an air fryer. Yes, folks, I have got the secret to the most amazing, crispy chicken you will have out of an air fryer.
He's got budget meals for families, delicious new recipes. Bring your friends over, let's make it and share. It's Nicko's kitchen where satisfying meals are prepared.
For such a long time, I've been trying to figure out how can I get that real deep fried color and texture, but in an air fryer. Up until now, for me, it's been impossible. There's just something, it's lacking, something's not right. But I've been thinking and thinking and thinking about it, and I've come up with the perfect solution, and it's so easy, it'll blow your mind. So to start with, what we're gonna do is make our chicken marinade. Really simple. Into a bowl, I'm gonna add our buttermilk, and I'm also adding in some Worcestershire sauce. Now the buttermilk is what makes this chicken so tender and juicy. And that Worcestershire sauce really is gorgeous. It brings such a great flavor, it enhances the chicken. Next, I'm gonna be adding in some paprika and then season with some pepper and some salt. And then it's as simple as just putting the chicken in. I'm using chicken breasts. If you wanted to use chicken thighs or the tenders or anything like that, go for it. I'm just using the chicken breast. It's my preferred option. And all I've done with the chicken breast is just cut them in half so they're not as thick. And obviously chicken breasts are always thicker at one end. So if you cut them in half and just slice down the middle, you're gonna get a more even cook. So I mix the buttermilk with the Worcestershire sauce, the salt and pepper and paprika, and then I add the chicken in. And then just cover it with cling film and you can refrigerate it for at least 6 hours or overnight. Now here's why so long. Because the longer you marinate it, the better the chicken is going to taste. Just trust me. Put this in the night before, plan a bit ahead and think I'm gonna make this tomorrow night. So tonight I'm gonna put the chicken in, marinate it, night comes around, boom, we're ready to go. Now our breading station is super simple. It's flour, eggs just beaten up, and some panko breadcrumbs that I am putting over some Parmesan cheese. I've got some Parmigiano Reggiano, which is the top of the line in my opinion. It is so gorgeous, but Parmesan cheese over the top. If you can't get Parmesan, you can use a cheddar if you wanted to, but the Parmesan gives it a beautiful saltiness and a flavor, a depth of flavor that is really, really yummy. And then we're gonna bring our chicken out, just drip off the excess of the marinade and then place it down into the flour. Both sides, get it covered really well and then dust off the flour as well. And then into the egg mixture, just the beaten eggs, and then straight into the panko breadcrumbs. And make sure you get a nice coating. Press it down slightly as well. And you can see how easy this is, and it will take no time at all. If you're serving a family of 4 or 6, it's honestly gonna take 5 minutes max to coat this chicken. So our chicken is done. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I've been preheating our air fryer. You know I do this because it helps with the cooking. It's like an oven. If you put a dish into a cold oven and then heat it, it's not gonna work. And you only have to preheat the air fryer for about 5 to 10 minutes. So preheat it at 180 degrees or 350 Fahrenheit and then pop the chicken in. You might be thinking to yourself, Nicko, this is no different to the other fried chicken you've made in the air fryer. How is this gonna be like the deep fried stuff? Well, I'm about to tell you. So it takes 15 minutes to cook. Halfway through that time, so at about the 6.5, 7 minute mark, what I want you to do is go and melt some butter, some unsalted butter. Don't use vegetable oil, don't use any other oil. I'm telling you, just use some butter. Melt it, get it hot, and then open the air fryer basket and then just pour over that butter, that hot butter on the hot chicken. It will start sizzling, and then get a pastry brush and I just brush it and make sure there's an even coating on all sides. And then I pop it back into the air fryer. I turn the temperature right up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius, and then leave it for another 7 minutes. Now what the butter does is it gives it a richness and it gives it the color that we're after. That is the secret behind getting deep fried, real deep fried chicken style in an air fryer. And you can see when I bring it out, you can see the change in color there, and look how beautiful it looks. It's taken on that golden look. When I normally air fry chicken, it just stays very pale and it gets crispy, sure, but it just stays this pale color, and I don't want that. And it's ready to go. It's as simple as that. Now, I love having this by itself, and I serve this up with one of my favorite combinations with fried chicken. It is mayonnaise mixed with Dijon mustard and few little mustard seeds in there as well. And OMG, it is good. But any sauce you want with this will go fine. Sweet and sour, barbecue, some honey mustard maybe, will just be delicious. I cut through it and check this out. If I didn't tell you that it hadn't have been deep fried, you would have believed me. Look at the casing, look at that crust. It is just gorgeous, and the chicken is so tender and flavorful. Serve this family style at the table with hand-cut chips, some mashed potatoes, some vegetables. It is just amazing. You must try it.